So yeah, you've been in this photography business for a while now. What would you say your experience has been like?
So far, so good. It has actually been great,
Uh,
though a little bit challenging, here up and down, here and there. But we've been scaling through actually because when it started, it wasn't. I didn't start out so smooth, and I
mm,
think most creatives out there will relate to that because at least it's 50% of people don't start out with having the most expensive gear or having um so much capital that they want to invest in a particular business whereby
yeah,
for that business to turn out. So most of the time just start out with passion and you just want to let me just pursue this thing and let's
and the
just see how
little
it
you
goes.
are.
Yeah, do you get? So most people think photography is just about just taking pictures, carry camera and just take pictures. But there's actually a lot of things that go into it. The creativity behind that lens. Because if you say your camera takes nice pictures, most photographers of me as a photographer, I find it annoying because like the camera didn't snap it itself.
It's your work.
It's me that I did the work. So do you know the creativity that comes into that? It goes a long way. And for me, as I started photography, it wasn't planned actually because
Oh
it
wow.
wasn't planned. It was not as if I just started this desire or passion for it in one day. No. For me, what happened was actually situational because lockdown happened and we are home. I was bored out of my mind.
Wow.
And during that period, my school too was on strike because I was an undergraduate then. So we were on strike. So as soon as lockdown was over, my school refused to call off the strike. So they were still on
Oh,
strike. So I was home, just sleeping, eating up. And thank God for the kind of parent I have. I actually have a very, very quite supporting father, parent, mother.
mm-hmm.
And my dad walked up to me one day, was like, "Bro, what are you doing with your life?" I was like, "Me too, I don't know because I'm just here sleeping and waking up."
Yeah, just idle.
I'm just hiding. I was like, okay, think of something you want to do. At least all the time that I'm going to spend at home, at least make something out of it. I was like, okay, yeah, that's true. I was thinking of so many options. Before then, I loved to take pictures because as an undergraduate, I tend to realize that I actually document my day. Like every day, I document my day. I take pictures
Wow.
of myself.
All
I take
your
pictures of my
days.
friends. Even
Oh,
then, I have a friend, a classmate, then that do tell me that the day swear for me. Like you're always taking pictures. And what is your problem? So I was like, okay, I think this is something I actually kind of like. And though I've not looked into that side yet, I was like, okay, I like that. Okay, I want to learn photography. We're like, okay, go online, search for photographers that are close to where we stay. And I went online, I went on Instagram, I came across few, messaged them, one responded, and that was how I learned photography.
wow.
The person that taught me photography actually traveled out,
Of the
I think
country.
a month a month or 1 week after during my training. So it was like as if he just stayed back to just teach me and the guy
Wow.
left. So then my school called off strike. I resumed school, back to my usual school day activity and everything. I wasn't doing anything with it. But I liked it, so I didn't want to forget the skill. Do you get? So
Yeah.
then I requested for a camera for my dad. He got me a camera and
Oh,
I was just using it to practice. Let me say that.
actors.
Practice.
Yes.
So as then I started posting, people started knowing that I'm into photography. Once anytime you're having as of when I got to my finals, when they will start having department events and stuff like that, they will call me, can I cover it? I was like, sure, 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 I can cover. So at least then we're still trying. We shall take one or two. The day of small change, most of the time started out with collaborations and free
Oh,
gigs.
collapse.
But when they pay you, even if it's taking, I'm so happy that at least you collected money.
At
Do you
least it's
get?
your it's from
Do
your
you
work.
understand?
You get
So
yeah.
it's actually starting out was actually fun, and as time goes on, I as of when I finished my NYSC and everything, I was like, okay, I was to choose between going to the corporate world and doing a business.
Okay.
And doing business in Nigeria, you have to have like capital, like a lot of capital. So at first, it started out as probation for me because then my dad was like, he wants to get me a job. He actually did. He got me a job, a corporate work and everything. Then I was like, nah, I don't want to do corporate job. I'm not sure I can be an office girly
Oh wow.
that actually wants to do photography as a business. It was like are you sure? I said, yes, I want to do photography as a business. He was like, okay, da, no problem. I give you a year. Go into photography and let's see what comes out of it. At least if you go into photography and does not turn out, so like I have like a backup plan. That okay, I'll just go back to this thing. But I was so determined because as time goes, I just developed this passion for it that okay, oh, no, it's photography all the way. And I pushed, like I was pushing and everything. I actually saw my passion for it and it left me. So, like, okay, just do you. And so far, it's been great. Though at first it was challenging how to get visibility, how to get clients, how to upscale your work and all of that. But because of the interest and passion I have into the work, I've tend to upgrade, I've tend to scale up, I've tend to because you know I remember I told you that I learned in during lockdown after lockdown.
Yeah.
So now going to photography now professionally, I had to unlearn and relearn. So YouTube became my friend. I had to start watch follow instructors online on Instagram, check out other photographers' work, and do that with an open mind, not for to compare now, to learn from them, to see everybody. When you go out there and you look at other photographers, you tend to realize that everybody has his own style.
Yes.
No two people has the same
Different.
style. Do you get? So you tend to just learn and just okay. I see how you take your pictures and as time goes on, I tend to develop okay what area of photography do I actually like shooting, and I realized that it's actually portrait and wedding. So currently I do weddings and
That's your
portrait.
niche.
That's my niche in photography. So it has been great, though. As in the process along the line, you know, I started having friends that are also photographers,
Wow.
and you tend to like share ideas, tend to like probably then collaborate. Somebody will come up with an idea, let's shoot, and all of that. And I also have like a bond in the business. So you get when you have an edit challenge, maybe you are trying to edit a picture, you don't know how to go about it. You can easily message that, bro, what's up? This. They come true. Why do you also have some people that are supposed to come true, but you understand? They feel so big that it's not like they are bigger than you or something like that. That who is this small girl? Where are you coming from? Do you get? So those ones too, I had to face all of that, and now trying to as of 2025 when I was still trying to, I didn't know how to. I was having issue with my pricing. I was having issue with my how to get visibility. I was having issue on how to get clients, and how I actually overcame that was I tend to then I was always if I do a shoot, I came to a realization that the more you shoot actually is the more people will actually book you. Like people will see your work. And for you to shoot, you have to get gigs.
Yeah.
But you're not getting the gigs. So what do? You tell okay, I started doing collaborations. But I found out that the collaboration I do is just more like it's not my benefit because at the end of the day you realize that is you are shooting for the fashion designer or you are shooting for the tailor sorry the fashion designer the makeup artist and all of that and you tell them at the end of the day what am I gaining from these collaborations. So I actually stopped doing that, and though I still do collaborations but now for bridals only for
Wow.
wedding because now that's where I major in. Before I was trying out different niches, I was doing editorial, I
And
was
you
doing
found
so
your
now I found my niche. So I just said stick to that and just push out of it. So I'll say for my experience so far has been a lot. That's been challenging
A whole
actually.
lot.
It's really a
a
lot.
whole lot.
But so far so good. It's great.
So do you see photography as an art?
Yes, photography is actually art because with because I'm into weddings now. Weddings it deals with storytelling. You have to it's like storytelling. You have to detail the one. You're documenting the moment, yes, but you have to do it in a captivating manner, like
Make
more
it
of like
catchy.
more of like you're telling a story. So because of that, you have to know your angle, you have to know angles, you have to know compositions, you have to work with lighting, how to get shadows and all of that. So by the time you do that, when you take a picture, you find you for me, I don't know how it works for others, but for me, before I actually take a picture, you already visualize what I'm saying. Like I already see what I want to shoot before I actually shoot it.
Oh
Do you get?
yeah.
So once you take that picture, like it's me that snap down. Let me snap.
It's like knowing what you want to draw
Yes,
before
so
actually
it's
drawing it.
the creative is actually creativity, because if you are not a very creative person and you go into photography, I feel your pictures is going to be bland. And what I mean
Bland.
by bland is because it's not going to give, like, it's not going to tell a story.
Mm.
Is you have to tell a story with photography, even if you are shooting portraits. So as well, you cannot just come and stand in front of my camera and just take a picture and just tap and snap like that. No, I'll give you poses. I'll
Yeah.
look for your
Do
best
it this
angles.
way.
Yes, face like
Yeah.
this, do like this, put your hand like this, do
Your
like this.
eye
You get
contact.
so
Yeah.
all of that goes into getting the perfect picture. You get, and for you to get the perfect picture is actually not planned. Most times the perfect pictures are always the
Unplanned ones.
unplanned moments. It's
Yeah.
actually always the unawares
Yeah. Yeah.
that actually not turn out perfect. Do you get?
True.
Why sometimes actually you tend to have this thing that comes, like, you start doubting your work, and it happens. I have friends that it have happened to, and it's because it's not like you you don't know what you're doing, but by the time you see other pictures, or you see your own pictures gone, you look at, like, what am I doing? Like, it's not giving. It's
not
not giving.
giving.
One other person see the picture, like, bro, is it that short it? It's so nice. They're beautiful. It's so like, this picture. Like, yeah. So it does kind of feelings to come. Like, you tend to, like, probably doubt your work, or you be like, am I doing enough? Am I not getting better? Stuff like that. But in all of it, is just believe in yourself and have that confidence that you are doing a great work, because
Yeah.
actually you are. You
Yeah.
are.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not.
Not at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, have you ever had a client that you were not able to satisfy?
Yeah, normal now. Human beings, you cannot satisfy humans. Definitely. I've actually had clients that are tough, and how I was able to deal with that was, you just tend to be patient. You have to be patient and be explicit in your explanation, like give detailed explanations, and make sure you document. You have documents, like, you documented you guys
Evidence,
conversations.
like an evidence.
Yes, you have like an evidence to back up whatever you are saying. So when they start referring to something, you can always go back to that, this and that. This was
This was what we
we
talked about.
discussed.
Yeah.
This was what. And at first, when I started, so it was more like I was kind of like self-taught, because though I learned the basics, right? But when I was now to go into it professionally, there was nobody to, like, put me through. Do you get? So it was more like I had to, like, now self-taught myself. So I didn't get a lot of things right at first. So the first wedding job I did, I really appreciate the people for giving me that opportunity to actually capture their wedding, but
Wow.
I did a terrible job. I won't lie, because I didn't know my bearings. Though the pictures were great, but there was no, like, now if I'm to take those shot again, like, there's a lot of improvements that I would have, like, a lot of things I would have put into it that would have made the pictures turn out great and everything
Yeah.
again. So it's always been like that. So yeah, that's how I would say I've actually, like, tend to just um handle or manage tough clients. Though it does not happen every time. But once in a while, you just tend to just have the people that, it's not like they are so tough, just like they are not so satisfied that I want this, I want that, I want this, you didn't capture this, you didn't check it out. So all those kind of things. So, and again, I got to, as time went on, I developed a contract, because I'm into wedding photography. So a lot of things tend to go into play. So I developed a contract for my client that they should go through it. Once they go through it, they sign, I sign, and we will have a copy.
Oh.
So at the end of the day, there's no argument that we are arguing on maybe this, that. So
There's a
all of that
contract
saves a
already.
lot
It's bound
of,
by a contract.
yeah. So we are bound by a contract. So all of that saves a lot of
Stress or
stress.
palaver.
You get, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
So you said you've been through a whole lot. How were you able to cope, like, through the hurdles and all?
I won't lie. There was a time that I was like, "Is it actually what? I mean, let me just give up."
Give up. That
Because
happens, Sha.
I was like, nobody could ma send me this work. Nobody, because I actually have, like, option. Like,
Who can send you
why
so you can do the hard
I
one?
should be doing independence woman. I was like, well, I was like, no, no, I have passion for this thing. Like, I want to actually do photography. I really want to. And by the time you look at your previous work and you look at where you are, like,
Mm.
I've actually improved and
Wow.
it's getting better. So why should I stop now? Do you understand? So why should I stop now? They were like, no, we are pushing. See, I want to see where this photography will carry me to. I want to see it. Because actually, even not because of photography, there are so many places I've been to today that on a normal day I won't have. I'm not sure there's
Then
nothing that would have carried
then,
me and go there.
yeah.
But photography actually paves way for you. It takes you to places that you not even imagine. I've been in rooms with people that I never imagined I was going to be in rooms with.
Wow.
All because of photography.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually very curious to that. I want to see it happen more. I want
Wow.
to
You
go
want to see
there.
more
I
of
want to
that or
see. I want
greater
to, yeah.
things?
Do you get? So, and I like the creativity behind photography. I love the creativity behind photography. I just wake up one day, I just have this crazy idea that I want to shoot this picture, and you like you call your team. Let's put this thing together, and the picture come out great. I'm so happy. Like I'm seeing my handwork. Do you understand?
Hmm.
And
That's nice.
what's the word now? The pride that comes with, do you know how much is the camera I'm holding? Do you
Mm.
understand? Like when you go for event, like
The
so all the
confidence.
confidence that comes with it, the aura. I love the auras that photographers have. Most photographers have. So I love their aura. I love my aura and all of that. So there are times I've wanted to give up, but what keeps me push going is the passion and the creativity behind photography, and I love the job. So, and now I'm actually enjoying it. I'm doing well, and I'm making things for myself. So,
That's nice.
yeah,
So far, I commend you. You
thank you
need
very
an
much.
applause. Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job. Yeah. So yeah. So if you were given another chance, would you pick photography again?
I'll pick photography one time,
Ah,
sometimes
ah.
over and
So,
over again because I love the profession. It's actually fun. Photography is
mm,
fun. It's challenging.
yeah.
It's exciting. It's creative, and for the GS, for the GS too as well. So yeah, I'll do photography again and again.
You even seem excited talking about it. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's obvious. What's your business handle?
My business handle is actually Yinks Photography. My name is Nka. My business and brand name is Yinks Photography, and that's also my name on Instagram. So, yeah.
Right. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for having me on this show.
You're welcome. So that's it, guys. Today on Thought Unscripted. I still remain your host, Dorsey. Stay tuned for more interesting and exciting episodes like this. Follow, like, share, and subscribe to our TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram channel, Thought Unscripted. Thanks for watching. Bye.